data, 35% of tomato get wasted due to the improper storage, and 30% of mangoes get wasted due to the improper storage. And you know, uh, the price of mango is 50 per kg present year. Uh, so, you can imagine that thousands of kgs mangoes are wasted because lack of storage. And by the FDI, more multi-plant retail shops were established, So they will provide proper storage facilities to agri products. So this, we can stop the wastage of mangoes and tomatoes and all the agri products.
I totally agree with my friend. As he said this, the farmers who used to work upon, there's a lot of wastage of the products. So, as the farmers, when the middlemen used to take the products from the farmers, they used to store for the large period of time. And by the time they're storing it, it's half of the amount is being wasted. So, just for removing the wastage of it, we can say the FDI will be beneficial. It's going to take from directly the consumer from the farmers, and it's going to be beneficial. Farmers are going to get the direct prices. It's going to be getting the higher prices before it was getting it.
No, my friend. Actually, the myth about FDI in retail is that we can improve the infrastructure by improving the storage and transportation facilities. But actually, the scenario we can see in the present state is that FDI, the Indian FDI retail companies do not invest in the back-end processes, but they only invest in the front-end process. So also in the sugar industry, we can see that the farmers are paid very less prices. Still the middlemen are not there, but the farmers are paid less prices, and the farmers have to bargain for the sugarcane pricing.
It's just because there's too much of storage. They are not getting so much of facility to directly sell it to the government, or they don't have so much of equipment, or you can say the machinery through which they can store it, or they're directly going to take out over there to the government. So just because of that. That doesn't mean FDI is not going to, is going to be protecting the thing, is directly going to ask from the farmers and take the things from there.
But international experiences have shown that retailers do predatory pricing. Once they come into a country, they come with a very low prices. Once the small shops are closed down, they then raise the prices and capture the whole market, and they clean up the profit.
I would just like to take the point further. I have read an article in which it was stated that if FDI comes in India, it will create 10 million jobs, which means a crore jobs for the next 3 years. And in the present time, out of 4
address the people.
Okay. And in the present time, out of 4 crore people, there are 1.2 crore people who are in this wholesale business, which means 95% of the people who are owning their shops. And if FDI comes here, they would make investment, and they would definitely want to reduce the competition so that they can emerge and grow and increase their profit. On what cost they will do this? Is this the problem? They will definitely reduce that 95% to some extent and to increase their profit. And now my question is that at what cost they will provide the employment to those whom they are sacking out of their jobs, or whom they are already unemployed, because the unemployment rate is already 3.8%. This is obvious that they cannot provide employment to all the people whom they are sacking out of their jobs or whom they are already unemployed.
My dear friend, I would like to tell you about this. See, if the FDI is going to come in our country, it's going to have a good infrastructure. So it cannot be there inside our cities. It cannot be set up inside our city. It's going to be get a proper place where it can manage out. So a normal inside city people will not directly, the small shops nearby, it's going to be available to the people. So it's not going to affect the local city people.
But it will harm up to some extent. It will harm up to some extent. And now you have set the point that it will be set up outside the cities. A middleman whose per income is 4,000, would he be able to catch the needs in the scenario where the prices are rising? Would he will be able to travel 4 kilometers or 5 kilometers distance away from the city to purchase vegetables, to purchase all the basic necessities? You would
As my dear friend has said that infrastructure facilities will be improved, I would like to argue that multi-brand retail is nowhere concerned with respect to improving the infrastructure. They will just improve the supply chain efficiency. Roads, transportation, this will not be improved. And when we talk of the Chinese economy, China is basically the largest manufacturing economy and it is the largest supplier to Walmart. Saying no to Walmart will not be in their interest. And we can't apply the same rule to India where 60% of the population is below poverty line, who can't afford to buy from big retail giants.
That is why there is need of multi-brand retail shops, because they provided in fruits and vegetables in cheap prices. It is it's a beneficial for those people who are living below poverty line. So, and as you give an example, China. Let me tell you Indonesia, where government allows 100% FDI in retail, multi-brand retail. But it's still 90% of business of Indonesia still depend on small retail. So how can
you be so sure that whatever happened with Thailand, the same phenomena will repeat in India also? In US, when you talk of US and Europe, they are the big economies. 90% of the retail markets have been removed from there. And Barack Obama in a statement had said that small retailers should be encouraged. When Barack Obama, who is the president of the biggest economy in the nation, is giving such a statement, how can India, which is on the path of the development, can allow FDI?
Also, I want to point out here that the Congress supporting FDI retail. Okay, they made a standing committee which had to give their views over this FDI retail. The drawbacks pointed by the standing committee in June 2009 pointed that in the absence of level between Indian retail and MNC, they cannot, if they input the FDI retail in India, it would create a unrest, unemployment widespread in the country. And still, the Congress is supporting the FDI retail and going opposite to its standing committee report.
Because Congress is getting the revenue from this FDI.
So what do you mean by that?
Congress is earning, government is earning.
Supporting FDI because some years ago, India during the foreign currency, India has mortgage loan from World Bank, and if you gain a loan, then you have to give promises to Supreme Court, and India has given some promises to them, so they have to commitment, and
What did
they
start up
to
with
bring
this
FDI in India.
Recently, there was a discussion in the parliament that Walmart, which is the biggest retail in FDI, that it was involved in the lobbying. It had bribed some of the Indian officials as well as the officials in America to allow them to enter the Indian markets. How can you trust such a company that they will improve your infrastructure when they are themselves bribing others to come?
How can trust small retailers?
Is India not self-sufficient on its own to improve its infrastructure?
To have success in India,
India has the highest density market, where 11 people per 1,000 meter the shops are placed. So it cannot be like that you can remove them.
There's a need of FDI because there is an inadequate number of multi-brand shops. That's why there is a need of retail shops.
Whatever we have get loan from the Supreme Court and then in the commitment from Supreme Court, then we have to mix all that
but
process.
my friends, the most prominent businesses in retail industry have not succeeded in India. For example, Sovisha had 1,600 outlets all over India, but they have to be closed down.
And to
The Walmart report says that for 16 years it didn't have any profit in China. Okay, but still they ran the business. So when a company is not earning a profit, how they can widespread into all over the world?
So this is
What is the criteria of
And to
the
fulfill
how?
that those promises, it is not necessary that you will sack the small wholesalers or small traders, because they will eventually be affected.
And
They will be
those who are
affected.
saying that cold storage and other storage facilities will be improved, why is India not itself self-sufficient to improve its own image? Why
That is
want
what
other
interest
American
of-
and other
interest of-
giants to
Why
interfere with its
why
own
don't the
affairs?
Indian retail industry invest in the back end process?
If you can't trust your own government, you can't trust outsiders to
No,
improve your
you can tell
infrastructure.
because of business purpose. They store for a business purpose. And so that is why they store agri products in future also. Because
Let me give an answer of my friend that she has said that Indian economy, why India is not being doing such things. India is not having so much of economy so that it can have so much of provide such
You have the ability to waste crores of rupees in scams and other related
just
activities.
because
You
that
can't
is
spend
just
some
lack of
dollars.
government management. That is just lack of government management. That doesn't
And
mean
also, my friend,
So
currently
who is allowing FDI? It's the government only.
it's the
It's a
government.
recent news that the Congress has been alleged for the lobbying scam of Walmart.
There was a recent discussion in the parliament regarding this topic.
I feel like it's going to be beneficial from the government because it's going to get 25 to 30 millions of taxes through which he can improve the overall economy of our country. It's going to provide the jobs to the people. It's going to provide the
But
education.
there is also a big question: if Walmart comes and it fails, then what will happen?
But
The crores of rupees invested on purchasing that land, the crores of
Coming
rupees
of all.
that are invested on building Walmarts,
Last minute.
that all will be wasted.
when we take example of Big Bazaar and Top Mega Mart, these are also multi-branded retail shops. But when we compare to small
See,
retailers,
Big Bazaar and Walmart, there is a big difference. If you go a Big Bazaar, there is only one section of vegetables. But if you are talking of Walmart,
whereas Big Bazaar also have clothes
The incoming of
section
FDI
and,
retail would start a western style monopoly. Also, the lack of traditional value would be seen.
and it will kill all the monopoly.
there is a competition. Business there is a need of
I don't
competition.
feel like the traditional that Western styles will remove the traditional ways. Why? If we used to watch the Hollywood movies, that doesn't mean we don't love the Bollywood movies. I don't agree with you that the Western styles is going to remove the traditional values.
Okay.